Vivo T1 5G review. Excellent option if you want an attractive phone that's fast. Vivo has been on a tear in the last few years. Its phones have improved by leaps and bounds, and now its premium flagships play in the same ballpark as the iPhone and Samsung Galaxies of this world. But the one thing it hasn't managed to crack is the mid-range market, which has been largely dominated by Xiaomi in India. Vivo's new T1 line of 5G-enabled smartphones has been conceived to take the fight to Xiaomi as they promise great battery life, design, and performance in a package that is rather affordable. On paper, Vivo has included all the right ingredients to create a winner of a mid-range phone which will pique the curiosity of the Indian audience. But can it take on the brand that commands almost 30% market share? Vivo has adopted a geometric design language that is similar to the iPhone. Flat lines and a gradient back punctuate its core design. In other words, this is an attractive-looking phone. It is neither the slimmest gadget, nor the thickest one, at 8.3 mm and 187 grams. The build quality is above average at best though, considering there is a lot of plastic used that is made to look like metal, with plastic everywhere except the display. The good news here is that this design does accommodate a headphone jack, along with the USB-C port. The display measures 6.58 inches with a teardrop-style notch for the selfie camera and a bit of chin on the bottom end. The display is decent overall, but not on a par with what the likes of Xiaomi and Poco have started offering on their phones in the same price band. It's a 120Hz IPS panel with a full HD Plus resolution. The touch sampling rate is also at 240 Hz, which is excellent. Colors are accurate, but overall the display is a wee bit washed out. The Vivo T1 5G is one of the first phones in the world to feature the Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 5G processor. This is a 6nm chipset which also adds a 5G modem. This of course means the phone is also relatively future-proof, as when 5G lands in India, many experts think 2023, this phone will be ready for the next generation network. In daily use, performance is more than satisfactory. The addition of the 120Hz panel also makes this phone quite responsive in day-to-day use and quite nice for gamers. I played games like Call of Duty, Mobile and Asphalt 8, and generally the performance impressed, with insignificant frame rate jitters and very impressive graphical fidelity for the class of device. While doing so, the phone also didn't overheat too much thanks to the 5-layer liquid cooling system that Vivo has introduced on this phone. On paper this is a triple camera phone. But there is only one camera that's worth its while the other two are there basically to make up the numbers for the marketeers to sell it as a triple camera phone. The main camera uses a wonderful 50MP primary sensor with a f1.8 aperture, and this sensor is excellent. It takes sharp and vivid photos when given good lighting, and even in low light scenarios it can hold its own. In 15 minutes the Vivo T1 can restore 15% of charge, and in 30 minutes it hits 30%. Total charge time with the supplied power brick was a lethargic 2 hours and 7 minutes. This is certainly a far cry from the 20-minute charging that some of the new 120W charging phones are capable of. This is of course because this phone only gets a rather rudimentary 18W charging brick, and the battery remains quite large at 5000 mAh. The T1 5G is tuned quite nicely with FunTouch OS running on top of Android 12. Again, this is another area where Vivo has the jump on the likes of Xiaomi, as its user interface is not only cleaner but it tends to offer fresher versions of Android out of the gate with a regular stream of updates over the course of the phone's life cycle. After starting the phone I've already received a software update that further enhances performance and camera quality. India is the first market where Vivo has launched the T1 5G. Its price starts at 19,990 rupees. Roughly $260 per £200, for the base model with 128GB and 4GB RAM. The price goes up to 20,990 rupees, $275 per £210, for the model with 6GB RAM and 128GB storage, and the unit I tested comes for 23,990 rupees, $315 per £240, with 8GB RAM and 128GB storage.